guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am sharing with you I think my June favorites, if I'm not mistaken, and I have a ton of beauty favorites to talk about, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So my first favorite is actually a YouTuber, and I have been watching her for, I would say, at least a good year now, and I wanted to let you guys know about her because she is seriously one of my favorite YouTubers. Her makeup looks are makeup looks that just resonate with me. They're makeup looks that I would wear every single day, and she always nails them. And her name's Kara Kendall, and some of you guys may be subscribed to her, some of you may not be. I think she deserves way more subscribers, so I'm going to leave her link down below. She has the most beautiful, just youthful skin, and her tutorials are everything I want in makeup. So I wanted to let you guys know about her, and I will have her channel listed down below. The first two things I want to talk about are from Colourpop, and no, they are not the new matte liquid lipsticks. Oh my gosh, I thought I was going to order those, but the website was down and people were just literally acting a fool on Instagram, like freaking out because the server was broken when those liquid lipsticks came out. And I was like, you know what? I don't even need these. I'm just going to maybe one day order them, if not, whatever. So that was a real accomplishment for me because I generally, you know, fall into the hype of things and I order things that, you know, people rave about, but they are not the liquid lipsticks. They're actually the blushes and the highlighters. So I actually, when these came out, thought I was going to order them, and then I just held off. I kind of talked myself out of it. And then Alex told me that she placed an order like a couple months ago, and she got the blushes and highlighters, and she was like, oh my gosh, they are so good. So I ordered a couple blushes, and my favorite one out of the two that I ordered was this color right here called Fox. This is not a color that I would normally wear. I'm normally way more neutral than this. This is very bright for me, but it is so pretty on. It is like the perfect combination. Like, it reminds me of a fruit cocktail. Like, that's what I feel like this should be called. I don't know why, but it reminds me of a mixture between like a coral and then like a really hot pink. But when you put it on, it's actually very natural, because if you felt the formula of Colourpop products, you know they're very unique, and they actually don't come off, like the blushes don't come off like super opaque, which I think is a good thing because I don't want this all up on my cheeks like a clown, if you know what I'm saying. So I have been wearing this literally every single day, you guys. Like, it has been my go-to blush. And then I've also really been liking the highlighter in the shade Whisp, which is this really pretty kind of light golden color. I think it's a really good dupe for like the Estee Lauder Heat Wave, I think, highlighter that it was discontinued, and even the MAC Whisper of Guilt. It's just a gorgeous kind of sheer golden highlight. When you look at it in the pan, you're like, oh my gosh, that's dark. But I have pretty light skin right now, and it shows up. I'm wearing it right now, and it just shows up very, I don't know, just glowy and awesome. So I've been loving these two things from Colourpop. Two things from Too Faced that I have talked about pretty much all month, and that is the new Born This Way foundation. I am wearing it right now, and also the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Now, I am just completely obsessed with this foundation. If you guys haven't seen my review, I will list it down below. But yeah, my review says it all in this. This is a phenomenal foundation, and I am not joking when I say I have worn this every single day since I got it. It is absolutely great. And then the Better Than Sex mascara was kind of a purchase I made like on a whim right before we went on the cruise. I had like a couple things I wanted to exchange at Sephora, and I needed like one more thing to make my balance like just even. And I was just walking by the Too Faced section, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to try this mascara because everyone says it's good. It is so good. Like, it is thebomb.com, you guys. I don't know. Normally, I do not like these curved mascara wands. Like, I hate mascara wands like that. But there's something about this one that literally, it just grabs onto all of your lashes and it curls them instantly. Like, my eyelashes are super straight, and this curls them up. It makes them look like super just like wispy and flirty and just beautiful. Like, I love this mascara. The only thing I will say is I just got it right before we went on vacation, which was like June I don't know, like the 3rd, I think. And I feel like it's already running out. I feel like it definitely has dried up a lot. And normally my mascaras last a little bit longer than that, but I will continue to repurchase this because I love it that much. Speaking of Stila, like I mentioned, I did a tutorial for the look I'm wearing right now, and one of the products I'm wearing is the craziest product I have seen in like the makeup world recently, and it is the Stila, I'm going to have to read the name because it's really long and it's like a tongue twister, the Perfectly Poreless Putty Perfector. Yes, that is the name of this product. So whenever I heard about this product and I got it in, I was thinking, okay, this is going to be a foundation, like just a really tacky cream foundation. It's not. It is so weird, you guys. Okay, so you open it up and it's got this little pad in here, and then it's got a cover on it, and whenever I touched it initially, when I first got it in, it felt like powder. I was like, this is a powder, like what's up with that? But then whenever I actually touched the sponge to it, it like molded, like it molds. It is like putty. I'm not joking, you guys. It is the weirdest thing. The best thing I can describe it to is like maybe the Colourpop products. It's just that really unique texture. But it is like bouncy. Like I don't know how to describe it. Whenever I say you're gonna have to try this to actually understand what I'm saying, I'm not joking. Like I cannot describe how this feels. So what I did initially with this, you can either wear this alone or you can wear it on top of your foundation. I tried this alone and it works great. Like if you are a light to medium coverage person, you're really gonna like this. It does have a matte finish, but it's not like that deadly, like nasty matte looking, you know what I mean? Like it's a natural matte finish. And surprisingly, you're going to want to keep this little puff in here because I think this applies it the best out of anything I've tried. Brushes apply it very sheer, but this literally, I just take some and buff it around, and then I just literally pat it into my skin. This will give you the fullest coverage. So you're not going to want to throw this away. You're going to want to keep this if you do end up trying this product. It works great on top of foundation. I'm wearing it right now on top of my Too Faced foundation. And it's awesome. Like, it is the coolest thing I have in my collection right now. Try it. You gotta try it. I'm just telling you. Next is something that I have been lusting over for quite a few months now, and I finally broke down. And last time I was at Sephora, I was like, this is the only thing I'm gonna buy. I'm not gonna buy anything else for the entire day. This is it. And it is the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Palette. I am a big fan of matte eyeshadows, especially as I get older. I just think they are a lot more appealing on my eye shape. And this palette, you guys, okay, you look at it and you're like, a bunch of neutral matte colors, big deal. It's not the colors per se that I'm so impressed with. It is the actual formula of these eyeshadows. I have never ever tried eyeshadows that blend better than these right here. These literally, it's like you don't even have to try. You do not have to try when you blend these into your eye. They are so pigmented and buttery smooth. The last eyeshadows I can remember being this good were the It Cosmetics Naturally Pretty eyeshadows, and I think that was an all matte palette too. These, like 10 times better, blow that out of the water, and I loved that palette. Like, it was so good. But the formula of these, I'm not joking, you guys. It is so phenomenal, and I hope she comes out with more palettes because a few of hers, I was trying to debate on this one or the Monarch eyeshadow palette, which I think was one of her first, but just something about this, you know, these basic colors that you can wear every single day. I'm so glad that I chose this one because I don't wear a lot of eyeshadow generally, but this I have been wearing at least like 4 to 5 times out of the week. There's only a few days that I don't wear this. So this is worth the splurge if you are thinking about this palette, and it's also a very sturdy material. It is kind of cardboardy, but it's very sturdy. So well worth the money in my opinion. I absolutely love it. The next product is actually a skincare product slash primer, and it is the Embryolisse La Creme Concentrate. and I probably totally just bashed that, but we're just gonna roll with it. And this is something that I always used to see whenever I first started watching YouTube, the Pixie Woo women talking about. They would always talk about this would always be in their makeup kit, and this is what they used as primer. So I really wanted a good moisturizer just to wear underneath my makeup, and my Bare Minerals Purely Nourishing was running out, and so I decided to get the smaller tube of this to try out. And funny story, I actually had already tried this probably like 3 years ago whenever I was subscribed to Birchbox. Yes, the Birchbox days. But I got a tiny sample of this back in the day, and I remember liking it. So I went ahead and ordered it, and I absolutely love this as a moisturizer for underneath my makeup. I have actually been using this more of a primer. I haven't really been using primer with like any of my foundations, and this works really well, especially if you have dry skin. And it has a really just kind of mild scent to it. Just a great product. It's really just, I don't know what it is about it. When you put it on, you're like, oh, it moisturizes my skin, feels really good. But then you're like, my skin feels ready for makeup. You know what I mean? Like, I think I'm just going to skip primer. This is good, and I'm a fan. I really like this. The next product was also a splurge, and I think I got this in on like the last day in May. And this is again something that has been on my spendy list, and I just kind of broke down and got it. And it is the new NARS Tahiti Laguna bronzer. So it's basically just this giant bronzer. It is so big, like it is huge. It's not very like, in terms of travel, like the packaging is really nice, but as far as like how big it is, not very travel friendly. But the reason I really wanted this product was because it comes with a mini NARS Ita brush. So this is basically the full-size brush. The handle is just shorter on this. And so this is the all raved about Ita brush for contouring. And I was like, you know what? For the price of the bronzer plus the brush, plus I do get a NARS Pro discount, so it was really worth it for me to buy this. I've been using this every single day. Again, I absolutely love this brush. This has made contouring so easy for me. I mean, seriously, this is legit. Like, you just flick, and then you just go back and forth, and you're like, I'm done. I look like I'm Reezy. I look like an Instagram girl. You know what I mean? Like, it is so good. And then the bronzer in here is really unique too. I'm wearing it right now. It's not as dark as Laguna, in my opinion. It's really hard to describe. It's kind of like a light medium bronzer. I wouldn't say this is a super dark bronzer at all, which is good for me. But I've been using it for contouring too. I think it's a really good multi-purpose bronzer. Not too warm, not too cool. And yes, this, I think this is like $57 for the original price. But you do get the brush in here, and the bronzer is massive. Like, you're not going to run out of this bronzer for a while. So if you have been thinking about it, it is good, okay? It's good. Next are a set of brushes I have used in every single tutorial I have done for like the past probably 4 or 5 months. And this is the BH Cosmetics Sculpt Series brush set. Now, this isn't all of the brushes that come in the set. You seriously get like 10 brushes in the set. And I think it's $19.99, maybe even cheaper right now. Last time I looked, it was like 19 bucks. But these brushes are so good. You get a couple of foundation brushes in here. These 3 are just my favorite. I really like this one for foundation. It's just a regular dome-shaped brush. They don't have names, so that's why I'm just trying to describe them. I really love the angled one for using my Perricone MD No Bronzer bronzer and my NARS Multiple. This is a really good product to use with like cream products. And then this kind of just small angled brush I have been using for concealer underneath my eyes. It literally fits underneath your eye like perfectly. And I've also used it for foundation a couple of times. So I will have the link listed down below if you are interested in the set. Like I said, it comes with a ton more brushes. These 3 were just my personal favorite, and I just want everyone to know about these brushes because they are really, really good and really affordable. I have been completely obsessed with this Tangelo Wood scent from Bath & Body Works. I got this during the semi-annual sale, and this is from the Aromatherapy collection. And I normally hate everything from that collection. I don't like ginger, I don't like lavender, I don't like scents like that. But this was just on display one day and I smelled of it and I love citrus. I mean, anything citrus I pretty much love. And whenever you smell this, oh my gosh, it smells like, seriously, when you peel open a fresh Tangelo. I'm not even joking, like those little cuties. That's what this smells like. It really does smell like a real Tangelo. And it says that it has bergamot essential oils in it, but I can really only smell citrus in this. So I actually got the lotion and the shower gel, and then my mom smelled a bit and she was like, you gotta get me some of that. So I went back and got like 3 more of these lotions and 3 more shower gels because I love it that much. If you guys love citrus, you are going to love this. And I love the bottles that they put these in. You can get a cream that's in a tube, but I just bought the lotion because I really like the cute orange glass bottle. I'm a consumer, what can I say? Okay, so the last thing is really random. I can't even believe I'm talking about this because everyone and their mother probably owns this. But it is a Revlon curling iron. Okay, so I just learned how to use a curling iron literally probably around 6 months ago. I'm not even joking with you guys. I only knew how to use a curling wand. And so I finally sat down and taught myself how to use one of these things. I had to watch like 5 tutorials before I got it down. I even wrote notes in my iPhone. Okay, what is this, like 2007? Everyone has an iPhone now. I finally wrote it down in my phone in the notes section and actually taught myself how to curl my hair like a real woman should know how to do. And so after that, I had one curling iron and it was Revlon, but it was old and crusty and I just ended up throwing it out and buying a new one. So I did have this, what is this? This is like 1.25 inches, something like that. It's a pretty big barrel for the length of my hair, so it just gave me soft waves. Then I just went back and got the regular 1 inch. And these are so cheap and so good, you guys. Like, the weirdest thing is that I used to spend money on the Helen of Troy hairstyling products that you can get at Sally's. And just the other day, I was opening up my new curling iron and I was reading the back. And right here on the back, it says Helen of Troy. Like, is that not the weirdest thing? Does Helen of Troy make the Revlon curling irons? I don't know. But the Helen of Troy brand for a curling iron with them is around, I want to say like $40. And that's like the low price. These are like 12 bucks, you guys. Like, they are so good. If you splurge on really expensive, you know, hair styling products, I'm just like, I guess I just don't understand that. I am just the type of person that's like, the $12 Revlon is getting it done for me, and I love these things. I officially have 3 now, 3 Revlon curlers in my collection, and I'm proud of them. They are so good. But yeah, it says Helen of Troy on the back of this curling iron, so I'm assuming that they make these curling irons, and if they make them, then no wonder they're so good. Okay guys, so that is it for my June favorites. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's probably a teensy bit long, but seriously, I've been loving a ton of stuff, as you guys can tell. And if you have any questions about the products, feel free to leave them down below, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye!